In related news, southern communities around the Gaza Strip have suffered from near constant terror attacks for the better part of 2 decades. In fact, in just the past year, thousands of rockets and incendiary or explosive balloons alone have wreaked havoc across the region, and there's barely any legal recourse. But now the Jewish National Fund has begun proceedings against the supposedly philanthropic group, the Education for a Just Peace in the Middle East. And here with the details is Israeli attorney Yifat Segal, director of the International Legal Forum. Yifat, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
How is the Education for the Just Peace in the Middle East involved, and how did your organization maybe come across this case?
My organization is focused on fighting terrorism, fighting BDS, and fighting anti-Semitism. And so we do research. We try to find the best course of action against these groups. And so our research exposed basically that the terror groups are the ones who have established the BDS movement, who are steering the BDS movement, coordinating its effort worldwide. And then we started seeing more and more connections. We were seeing these groups who were behind the attacks in the Second Intifada. The same groups have orchestrated the violent attacks in the Gaza border, the Great March of Return. And this group that we now know is behind the BDS movement, BDS National Committee, BNC, is being physically sponsored by this American charity, a BDS sponsoring American charity in the United States.
So, okay, now I understand there's even a parent company behind the company that you're suing here, the organization that you're suing, but how much money did they raise over how long a period of time for Palestinian terrorists?
We can see all the money, but we do know that in addition to the actual money, don't forget there is a lot of influence. This charity is sitting and basically sponsoring 300 organizations, all engaging in delegitimization, all engaging in promoting even the kites and the balloons. So this is a major campaign to shut down the funding, to shut down basically expose the conspiracy.
So what are maybe the next steps in the case against this organization? Take me through the process of getting justice, really.
Okay, so first of all, I believe that KKL, Keren Kayamet LeIsrael, JNF, is the best plaintiff. They've suffered tremendous loss. Also terror victims from the Gaza envelope. And this is important to bring justice to them through the judicial system. And this is what this lawsuit is about. Second thing is getting these organizations designated. Designated as what they are, as terrorist organizations, is an important step both in Israel and in the United States. Getting the American Congress to conduct a hearing, maybe a formal investigation, a task force. There's an infiltration of civilian organizations, basically proxies of terrorist organizations.
Well, and how close are you really to getting that help from the United States government, maybe, or investigative authorities?
There are enough congressmen that are interested in helping. We've already started meeting and talking to people. As I said, this was an important first step. This is us telling the story. And basically, people need to understand BDS equals terrorism. Great March of Return equals terrorism. There's a whole conspiracy. Everything is connected to one another. We need to understand who people are supporting, where their money is really going to, what it serves. And this is a part of what we're trying to do, expose the whole thing.
Well, thank you so much, Yifat. All right, now to the north.